Vikas. I'm joined today by Vikas Maurya, the Global Product Line Manager of ABB's Edgenius platform. Thanks for joining me today. As a first question, how do you see our collaboration between Red Hat and ABB accelerate the digital transformation for your customers?
Yeah, sure. And our customers are looking for productivity gains using this digital technology. So the digital technology, as you know, is everywhere today. And our customers are on a digital transformation journey. They are looking how they can make use of this technology to have certain productivity gains in their plant operations. And that's what we are trying to achieve here with Red Hat collaboration. And the main thing which when we do this kind of digital transformation, helping our customers, since we provide DCS technology and we run continuous operations using our DCS, our customers at least do not want that there is any disruption happens to the plant operations. And this means that we need to infuse these technologies into our DCS in such a way that it is safe to use. And for that purpose, we have introduced something called digital environment and control environment more in an interconnected way, so that these two things can work together. And all this digital innovation we are talking about using the IT technologies is what we introduce in the digital environment. And that's where we can use open source. That's where we can use the technologies coming from Red Hat, like Red Hat Device Edge, OpenShift, all these things. And this is how we want to provide it to our customers in a safe and secure way of kind of adopting this technology, do some sustainability application so that they can decarbonize their plant, do their energy optimization, do better asset performance management. So that's what we are trying to achieve on this digital environment and helping our customers to accelerate their digital transformation journey.
Okay, great. So what are the key challenges then that our collaboration in the IT-OT conversion realm kind of addresses, according to your view?
Yeah, traditionally the OT space has been very conservative because we are running this 24/7 critical operations, and has kind of put us in a situation that you cannot catch up with the advancement of the IT technology. The same thing which we see is also on our customer side. We have our OT people and then we have our IT people on the customer side, and they are not having common technology goals today because OT is sitting behind on the technology and IT is just doing their IT operations using whatever latest technology coming with the containers and cloud native and everything. But OT is not has caught up with that. And that's what we are trying to kind of work to bridge this OT and IT divide. That means we try to move to kind of this IT technology usage also in the OT, but in a safe and secure way inside the digital environment, so that this IT and OT divide can start to kind of get closed. The OT people on the customer side and IT people from the customer side, they can then have common goals because the technology behind is kind of enabling them to work together. And that's how we plan to bridge the OT-IT divide. And we are basically working with Red Hat to make sure that we adopt this in a safe and secure way, and we are protected with a lot of challenges we see on the security, on open source, etc.
Yeah. Okay, great. So Vikas and I were on a panel today and it was jam-packed in that room, but all the questions were about AI. So what's happening in the AI space? How do you see the Edgenius platform incorporating AI, machine learning? You talked about augmented operators and things like that. What's your plan there?
Our plan is, of course, AI is everywhere right today, and it is going to be available at every level sooner or later. And because AI is a disrupting enabling technology which can enable us to have gains for our customers. So how we see it, because we have to introduce AI as well in our DCS systems, but then we want to do this into digital environment because that's the safe place for faster innovation, faster release cycles, adopting things faster. And that's why we also want to kind of run the AI workloads in that digital environment, which is based on Edgenius. And this is where we are going to introduce applications. One of the applications which I talked was Augmented Operator. And this is a set of applications in this suite which is using the machine learning models running on the edge and helping the DCS operators to understand if there is going to be any problem in the plant next week or next month. And this is based on their previous plant data and also their real-time data which is being used by these models. And this is one of the use cases in the Augmented Operator. And our aim is to assist these operators. And we also have plans to go for like co-pilot for operators, co-pilot for engineers. So we have to infuse all these AI technologies in our DCS system, but in digital environment very carefully. We don't want to disrupt the core process which is going on. And that's what the focus is towards, the separation of concern when we do all these things.
Yes, in your presentation you talked about that stable core, right? That you need to ensure to stay stable and resilient as it is, right? So you already alluded to in terms of AI and ML, but what are then the next major key milestones for the Ability Edgenius platform from ABB?
Yeah, so what you've seen that what we have released to the market on Edgenius is a single node deployment using Red Hat Device Edge. This is like good to have a starting point so that we can start to introduce this as a stepwise thing into the market. And now we would like to kind of expand this to a little bit on a high availability, horizontal scalability use cases. And that's where we are working with Red Hat for multi-node OpenShift deployment. And we need to really make sure this fits to our customers' expectation in terms of footprint, in terms of their latency requirements. I mean, in industrial operations, normally the latency requirements are pretty high. And so we are working with Red Hat to kind of do this kind of product discovery, I would say, where we were trying to figure out how this can be fit to our customer. We would like to leverage the benefit, right, for horizontal scalability and high availability coming out of the box from OpenShift, and how we have to kind of make use of it. And of course, we are also exploring VLLM OpenShift AI, how we can actually use that into our digital environment to push the AI usage to the next level in our products.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Vikas, for supporting us today, partnering with us on stage at the panel, and for this interview.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.